very good morning to all the students of class 7. Dear students, how are you all? I hope you people are in good health. The sentence of the day is, a stitch in time saves 9. I repeat the sentence of the day, that is, a stitch in time saves 9. That means when the work is been given, do it then and there, because if you delay, the pile up of the works will be there. Like if something is torn, stitches that time only, so that the 9 more stitches are not required. Then we have doing the Mughal Empire, in which we are doing the Babur, who he was 1526 to 1530, was the first Mughal emperor who became the ruler of Old Delhi. As I told you, he defeated Ibrahim Lodi at Panipat in 1526 and became the first ruler of Delhi. From the later half of 16th century से मुगल expand किया उसने kingdom आगरा से लेकर दिल्ली तक. He expand मतलब बढ़ा देना his kingdom from Agra to Delhi. Until the 17th century, they controlled nearly all the subcontinents. उसने सारे subcontinents को control कर लिया by the 17th century. Now, who were the Mughals? We have the question, who were the Mughals? The Mughals are the descendants of two lineage, I have told you. Mother side से थे Genghis Khan and father's के side से Tomars. But they never wanted to be named after Genghis Khan because Genghis Khan was very cruel. He used to kill people. So that's why the Mughals never wanted to be known by the Genghis Khan. Genghis Khan ruled over Mughal from China, Tibet and Central Asia, and the Taimurs ruled over Iran, Iraq and the modern day Turkey. Now the Tomars, the family tree of we know the Mughal dynasty by Babur, and the family tree of Babur was the Babur, who ruled from 1526 to 1530. Then came the Humayun, who ruled from 1530 to 1540. In between, for some years, Sher Shah Suri came and took the throne, but Humayun took over again in 1555 till 1556. Then came the Akbar the Great, 1556 till his rule was 1606. Then Jahangir's rule was from 1606 to 1627. Shah Jahan's rule was from 1627 to 1658. The last one was Aurangzeb, that was from 1658 to 1707. These were how the Mughal Empire was. Now coming up to the Mughal military campaigning. How was the Mughals military campaigning? Babur, the first Mughal emperor, captured Delhi in 1526. 1526 में he defeated Ibrahim Lodi in the Battle of Panipat. Humayun captured Delhi back in 1555. Akbar captured Chittor in 1568. अकबर ने कैप्चर किया था. कैप्चर कैसे किया था? He captured Chittor by defeating and in 1568. Then Ranthambore, इसने अकबर ने पहले कैप्चर किया चित्तौड़ को, फिर रणथंभौर को 1569 में. गुजरात, बिहार, बंगाल, कश्मीर. He took over all these things in between 1585 to 1605. This was the time period जिसमें उसने गुजरात, बिहार, बंगाल, कश्मीर इन सब के ऊपर कैप्चर किया. Jahangir took his campaignings against Sikh and Ahoy. ये मैंने आपको पहले भी बताया था, Sikhs और Ahoys के against बाबर ने campaigns चलाए. Aurangzeb waged a long battle in the Deccan. औरंगजेब ने एक long battle लड़ी डेक्कन में. Now coming up to Mughal tradition and success. How was the Mughal tradition and success? The Mughals did not believe in the rule of, they did not believe in the rule of Palaemogenetism. That means the son will take the throne after the father, the eldest son will take the state. He wanted, the Mughals wanted, it is not like that. It should be divided between all the sons. They followed the customs of, they wanted the division to be amongst all the sons. कि सब बच्चों में division कर दिया जाए, all the sons. Mughal relations with other rulers. Mughal के relation other rulers के साथ, how were they? The Mughals ruled campaign constantly against the rules who refused to accept their authority. Mughals की authority को जो नहीं मानता था, rulers, they used to refuse कि उनके साथ we are not going to do. But as the Mughals became powerful, जब Mughals powerful बन गए, सारा उन्होंने maximum capture कर लिया, many other rulers also joined them. बहुत सारे rulers ने voluntarily, मतलब freely कि मैं हम भी, we are like your companion, will be joining you. The Rajputs, जो Rajputs से served the Mughals voluntarily. Rajputs ने भी serve किया Mughals को voluntarily, अपने आप willingly कि we will be with you. They like their ideas. Mughals gave mansab and jagrets, which helped them to expand their territories. The main source of income, वो तो सबका एक जैसा ही है. All the rulers, peasants से they used to earn their life, tax produce करते थे peasants का. चाहे peasants की life अच्छी थी नहीं थी, but उनको देना पड़ता था अपना sum to them for the tax. So dear students, what I have explained you, the major campaigns and the events, that is given in your book, page number 48 and 49. Very clearly which things I have explained it to you. Even the Mughal tradition and succession we have done. The Mughals relationship with other rulers, that is also done. Now the close look at the Akbar's policies. Akbar की जो policies थी उस पर एक close look. अकबरनामा लिखा गया था. अकबरनामा was written by अबुल फैजल. अबुल फैजल ने अकबरनामा लिखा था. अबुल फैजल wrote अकबरनामा. अकबरनामा में क्या था? अकबरनामा में पूरी story about the Akbar. What were the Akbar's policy and what did Akbar wanted? Akbar divided his kingdom into provinces such as sabas, governed by the subedars. Sabha थी जो subedars govern करते थे. Akbar's nobles commanded large armies and had accepted to large amount of revenue. उन्होंने accept कर लिया large amount of revenue और large amount of army देने को, क्योंकि revenue के through army. While Akbar was at Fatehpur Sikri, he started a discussion on religion with the Brahmins, Jesuit, ulemas, priests who were Roman Catholics, जो Roman Catholics थे. क्योंकि जो अकबर को जो ये priest का था ना, वो उसको नहीं समझ आ रहा था कि what they are doing, कि सिर्फ idol worship और totally हम लोग क्या क्या था इनका, कि they always wanted dogman. Dogman क्या था? The statements or an interpretation declared as authoritarian with the expansion that it would be followed without questioning. मतलब without questioning जो बोला जाएगा वो follow करना है. तो Akbar was against that. It led Akbar to the idea that sulh-i-kul or the universal peace. He wanted sulh-i-kul or universal peace. In his language he wrote sulh-i-kul. That means universal peace, शांति, पूरे देश, पूरे विश्व में शांति. Universe is विश्व. Akbar realized those religious scholars emphasized rituals and dogmens. Dogmens I have already explained you. Dogmens is the word that has been told has to be followed without asking any question. You have to follow whatever you have been told. Where often bigots, bigots, and bigots are an individual who is intolerant of another person's religious beliefs or culture. वो bigots होते हैं जो कि इंटॉलरेंट होते हैं कि किसी के रिलीजन और कस्टम के बारे में वी डोंट केयर. दे आर इनटॉलरेंट ऑफ एनीबॉडीज रिलीजन एंड कल्चर. तो ही डिड नॉट ही एम्फसाइज्ड अकबर रियलाइज दोज रिलीजियस जो रिलीजियस स्कॉलर्स हैं वो इन तीन चीज़ों पे रिचुअल्स पे डॉक्यूमेंट्स पे एंड ऑल्सो वर ऑफर्ड बायगॉड्स. बायगॉड्स के थ्रू जो दूसरे के रिलीजन नहीं जो उन्होंने बोला उनको ही पक्का मानना है. तो he Akbar was against that. Abul Fazl, one of the Akbar's friend and the country's, wrote a 3-volume history of Akbar's religion titled Akbarnama. Akbarnama लिखा गया था अकबर के बारे में. Now Mughal Empire in 17th century and after. The administrative and the military efficiency of Mughal Empire led to great economic commercial prosperity. जो मुगल्स की जो 17th सेंचुरी में और आफ्टर में बता रहे हैं मिलिट्री इफेक्ट्स इतना था मुगल एम्पायर का जो कि इकोनॉमिक एंड कमर्शियल प्रॉस्पेरिटी ले रहे हैं. इकोनॉमिकली और कमर्शियली प्रॉस्पेरस हो गए. द मुगल एम्परर्स एंड देयर mansabas spent a great deal of their income on salaries and goods. अपनी सैलरीज और गुड्स पे बहुत अच्छा अमाउंट खर्चा कर देते थे. The main source of income of Mughal rules was the tax received on from the peasants. ये तो आपको पता ही है, ये हमने पहले भी मिलिट्री में भी डिस्कस किया कि टैक्स से ही इनकी फाइनेंसेस चलते थे. Primary producers, however, lived पॉवर्टी. जो प्राइमरी प्रोड्यूसर्स थे बेचारे जो पीजेंट्स वगैरह थे वो पॉवर्टी में गरीबी में रहते थे. By the end of the 17th century, the authorities of Mughal Empire declared, which gave rise to many independent provinces like Hyderabad and Awadh. कई सारे प्रोविंस बन गए जैसे कि हैदराबाद और अवध. The Mughal were great rulers. They created a huge empire. From the later 16th, they expanded the kingdom from Agra and Delhi. In 17th century, they controlled nearby the subcontinents. The Mughals were the disciples, we know that. The Mughals followed the Mughals and the Tamils customs. Mansabad and Jagiradars, which we have left in between. Mansabdar received their salaries as revenues assigned called Jagirs. Jagir से जो असाइन की जाती थी जो उन्होंने डिसाइड की होती थी सैलरी वो दी जाती थी मंसाबाद को. In Akbar's region, these Jagirs were carefully assigned to so that their revenues were roughly equal to the salary of the Marsabad. मतलब कि मरसाबाद के equal उनकी salaries हो. By Aurangzeb's region, this was no longer the case. The actual revenue collected was often less than the granted sum. हमेशा offered से granted sum कम रहता था. Akbar's revenue minister was Todar. Todar उनका revenue minister था, Todarmal. He carried out a careful survey on crop yields, prices and the areas cultivated for a 10-year period, that is 1570 to 1580. On the basis of this data, tax was fixed on each सब सारी जितनी भी each crop इन कैश, कैश के ऊपर तोडरमल बहुत अच्छे से ध्यान रखते थे कि हर फील्ड पे कैश क्रॉप प्रॉपरली डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड है कि नहीं और उस पर प्रॉपर टैक्स लगा है कि नहीं. ईच प्रोविंस वॉज डिवाइडेड इनटू रेवेन्यू सर्कल विद इट्स ओन schedule of revenue rates for individual crop. This revenue system was known as Zabat. Abul. Now Zabat ranking is given in your book. That is, noble war with a Zabat of 5,000 were ranked highly than those of 10,000 in Akbar's region. There were 29 marsabads with the rank of 5,000 zabats. This is given in your. Would you have meaning more expansion for the state? So this is given in your book. Now Abu Faisal, as we have already discussed, one of the Akbar's friend and the country, wrote a 3-volume book that was Abdul Nama. That was for him. This is all about Murshidabad and Zagiradar. Now we are left with Zabat and Zamindari. Rest hold the chapter is complete. Thank you and have a nice day.